Rhea, Ripley, and Damian Priest rushed to a medical facility during WWE RAW. WWE RAW this week was marked by a shocking turn of events as Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest were both rushed to a medical facility following a brutal and unexpected attack. The episode, which began with high anticipation, quickly descended into chaos, leaving fans stunned and questioning the future of the Judgment Day faction. The turmoil began when Damian Priest made his way to the ring to confront Finn Balor. Balor, who had come out to address the fans and discuss recent betrayals within the Judgment Day, found himself face-to-face with Priest, who was clearly agitated by Balor's comments. The confrontation between the two quickly escalated as Priest sought to address the alleged betrayal and set the record straight. However, what seemed like a straightforward confrontation took a dramatic turn when the rest of the Judgment Day faction, Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest, ambushed Priest. In an unforeseen twist, Priest was brutally attacked by the very members of his faction he had hoped to confront. The assault was swift and merciless, leaving Priest helpless and battered in the middle of the ring. As the situation grew increasingly dire, Rhea Ripley, who was already nursing an injury to her leg, rushed to Priest's aid. Despite her valiant effort to assist her fellow faction member,
"If you love your father, then subscribe the channel, and those who love me show your love by liking and subscribing."
Ripley was severely hampered by her own injuries. Armed with a crutch, Ripley attempted to fight off the attackers and defend Priest. Her determination was evident, but the physical toll of her injuries significantly impeded her effectiveness. The situation only worsened as Dominic Mysterio, seizing the opportunity, ripped the crutch from Ripley's hands. With Ripley now weaponless and struggling to stand, Liv Morgan, who had been a part of the chaotic scene, took full advantage of the situation. Morgan used the crutch to target Ripley's already injured leg, exacerbating her suffering. The numbers game and the physical strain proved too much for Ripley, who collapsed to the ground, unable to continue the fight. The brutal assault left her and Priest in a state of disarray, and both stars were eventually taken to a medical facility for further evaluation and treatment. The shocking events of the night have sent ripples through the WWE universe, with fans and analysts alike speculating about the future of the Judgment Day faction. The brutal nature of the attack and the injuries sustained by Ripley and Priest raised questions about their immediate return to action and the implications for their ongoing storylines. As WWE RAW concluded, the focus shifted to the aftermath of the attack and the condition of the injured stars. With Ripley and Priest both dealing with significant injuries, the impact of this incident will undoubtedly be felt throughout WWE's programming in the coming weeks. The faction's internal strife and the violent altercation have set the stage for new rivalries and potential storylines, as fans eagerly await the resolution of this dramatic turn of events. In the wake of this chaotic episode, the wrestling world remains on edge, anticipating updates on Ripley and Priest's recovery and the next moves for the Judgment Day. The brutal assault and the subsequent fallout have created a volatile environment within WWE, setting the stage for explosive developments in future episodes of RAW. WWE RAW shocker: Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest rushed to medical facility after brutal assault. WWE RAW took an unexpected and dramatic turn this week, as both Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest found themselves at the center of a brutal assault that left them both needing immediate medical attention. The attack unfolded with shocking intensity, leaving fans in disbelief and raising serious concerns about the future of these two prominent stars. The chaos began when Damian Priest made his way to the ring, looking to confront Finn Balor. Balor, who had come out to address the WWE Universe and discuss recent betrayals within the Judgment Day faction, found himself face-to-face with an agitated Priest. What started as a verbal exchange quickly escalated into a full-blown confrontation. In a shocking twist, the confrontation turned violent as the rest of the Judgment Day faction, Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest, turned on Priest. The faction members, who had previously been allies, ambushed Priest in a ruthless attack. The assault was swift and unrelenting, leaving Priest vulnerable and battered in the ring. As the attack continued, Rhea Ripley, despite already suffering from a leg injury, rushed to Priest's aid. In a dramatic display of loyalty, Ripley tried to fend off the attackers with a crutch, only to find herself overwhelmed. Dominic Mysterio seized the crutch from Ripley and used it to target her already injured leg, exacerbating her suffering. In a heroic yet heartbreaking move, Priest attempted to protect Ripley by covering her body with his own. As Liv Morgan joined the fray, she used the crutch to strike Priest, focusing her attacks on him while Ripley lay defenseless. Priest's act of shielding Ripley highlighted his commitment to his fellow faction member, but it did little to change the brutal outcome. The announcers quickly addressed the gravity of the situation, providing a concerning update to the audience. They confirmed that both Ripley and Priest had been badly hurt during the attack, though the exact nature of their injuries was still being assessed. The medical team was called in, and both stars were rushed to a medical facility for further examination and treatment. The severity of the injuries and the nature of the attack have sparked significant concern among fans and fellow wrestlers alike. The incident has not only put Ripley and Priest's immediate futures in question, but also has implications for the Judgment Day faction as a whole. The brutal nature of the attack and the subsequent fallout have left a mark on WWE RAW, setting the stage for potential new rivalries and storylines. The situation took another turn when Jey Uso intervened to rescue the injured stars. Uso's timely intervention ended the beatdown and provided a much-needed reprieve for Ripley and Priest. His actions demonstrated a willingness to step in and assist in a dire situation, adding another layer to the ongoing drama surrounding the Judgment Day faction. As the WWE Universe awaits further updates on Ripley and Priest's condition, the aftermath of this attack will undoubtedly have lasting repercussions. The fate of the Judgment Day and the future dynamics within WWE are now shrouded in uncertainty. Fans are left to ponder the implications of this shocking turn of events and eagerly anticipate the next developments in the ongoing saga. In the coming weeks, WWE is expected to provide more information on the recovery of Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, as well as the potential ramifications for their faction and rivalries. The dramatic events of RAW have set the stage for intense and compelling storylines, making it clear that the impact of this brutal attack will be felt throughout WWE's programming. In the coming weeks, WWE is expected to provide more information on the recovery of Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, as well as the potential ramifications for their faction and rivalries. The dramatic events of RAW have set the stage for intense and compelling storylines, making it clear that the impact of this brutal attack will be felt throughout WWE's programming.
If you love your father, then subscribe the channel, and those who love me show your love by liking and subscribing.